Well, good morning. This isn't church. You don't have to sit in the back. Come on up front. Thank you. There you go. We'll get to you one way or another, so you can't hide. My name's Jim Groff, and thank you very much for coming. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Wolf, and it's my privilege to welcome each of you and thank you for coming as we celebrate Wolf's 170th birthday today. We're honored to have some very special guests with us this morning. In order of their appearance in the program, we welcome Mayor Kim Bracey. Joe Crosswhite, who's the Regional President of M&T Bank. Mark Zerbe, who I saw, who's the Chief of Staff for Representative Gillespie. And Bob Riley, Bob Riley, Chief of Staff for U.S. Congressman Scott Perry. Also with us today, and I'm sorry it's a big group, if I miss someone, please forgive me, State Representative Kevin Schreiber is here. County Commissioners Doug Hoke and Chris Riley are here. Daryl Alderson, who's the president, and Wilda Alessi, who's the senior manager of the York County Economic Alliance, and they have some other folks here today as well. And I'd like to in particular thank them for helping us put this event together today. Also with us is Bob Woods, the Executive Director of the United Way of York County. And Mary Ann Winkleman, Vice President of the Cultural Alliance of York County. Thank you to those folks and for all of you for coming today. This is very cool. 170 years is a long, long time. And in my opinion, there are three key reasons for Wolf's amazing success. Number one is leadership, and we've had the very best. For 6 generations, Wolf family members have provided the vision and direction and personally set the tone for the character of this organization. Tom Wolf has championed the ideals of honesty, integrity, and doing the right thing. And I'm proud to say these ideals are embraced by every member of the Wolf team. The result is an organization that is among the most trusted and most respected in our industry. Number two is commitment on the part of our employees, past and present, who again, in my opinion, are second to none. Their commitment to exceptional customer service starts long before the first order is placed and continues long after the invoice has been sent. They've accepted huge challenges and unprecedented change with confidence. And they've helped transform Wolf from a traditional two-step distributor of someone else's products into a leading building product sourcing company, now serving over half of the United States population and growing. And number three, in my opinion, is partnership with our customers, our suppliers, York City, York County, and in fact, the entire York community. We're proud to call York County home for 170 years, and we pledge to you the best is yet to come. To that end, we're pleased to announce today another leap forward in establishing more meaningful connections and partnerships with the launch of the Wolf Innovation Center for Product and Service Design. Located here at 20 West Market Street, the Innovation Center will bring Wolf dealers, designers, and contractors together with Wolf staff from every discipline, including sales, marketing, customer service, logistics, technology, and others, to collaborate on the next generation of Wolf products and services. We've put together a really brief video to commemorate this special occasion.
170 years. It's been quite a journey for Wolf, the oldest startup company in America. Not every company makes it as long as we have, and we're here to tell you the best is yet to come. Building solutions since 1843, our team takes pride not only in our employees and products, but also in our customers and our suppliers. We've spent the last 170 years reinventing our business and increasing the quality of our products and services, all to make our independent dealer partners more relevant and more profitable. That's the Wolf Way. Over the years, we've faced some tough times. We took some risks, tackled big challenges, and embraced an ever-changing marketplace. Today, business is growing rapidly, and we know it's all because of the Wolf team, employees, suppliers, and customers working together. As we continue our journey into the future, we'll continue to improve the ways we serve. We're combining our customer service and product development teams under one roof and creating the Wolf Innovation Center to help us connect with our customers in new and better ways. We're building something better together because it's the right thing to do. We're all better for it. As we look to create our future together, we're glad you're with us. To those who've shared our journey, thank you. We can't wait to show you what's coming up in the next 170 years.
Wolf firmly believes innovation can be a source for differentiation and competitive advantage, and the Innovation Center will help focus and strengthen our efforts to bring more value than ever to our customers. It's been quite a ride, and our future is very bright, thanks to the efforts of those gathered here and across our entire service area. Thank you again for being here, and happy 170th birthday, Wolf.
Good morning. I'm Craig Danielson, and I'm the president of Wolf Organization. I want to second Jim's comments and welcome everyone here today, and thank you for taking the time out to join us in our celebration of our 170th year birthday. The Wolf family, as well as the Wolf Organization, has had a proud tradition of community service over the years, and to be part of the city of York and its surrounding communities. Today, with the opening of our Innovation Center, we reaffirm that commitment to York, the city of York, and its surrounding communities. I just have one announcement before I introduce Tom Wolf. To that end of community service, the Wolf Organization will be providing our Wolf Skybox to the American Red Cross this evening for the Revolutions game. Tomorrow night, we'll be providing it to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters organization, our Skybox, on the 21st. And Saturday, June 22nd, we'll be providing 170 general admission tickets to the United Way. And on Sunday, we'll be providing the Wolf Skybox for the Habitat for Humanity. All right, for now, thank you. Tom Wolf will be suiting up tonight as well for the Revolution, if you'd like to see him pitch. No, I'm just kidding about that. But he could if he wanted to. To speak about Tom is, I think most of the people in the community know what a special man he is. And not only to the community, but to the organization. And the reason we're here today is because of his vision, his leadership, and his drive. Everything you see in this video, at this building, at all of our facilities, and with our employees, as Jim said, comes directly from Tom and Tom's family. The character that they have provided over the years, the trust that they have given their employees and the community, their generosity to the community and to the employees over the years have been nothing short than outstanding. Tom is about to move on to his next step in chapter of his life, but he's not leaving Wolf because he is ingrained in the heart and soul of every employee. With that said, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our Chairman and CEO, Mr. Tom Wolf.
Well, that was really nice. That was pretty much the way I wrote it, too. So that was good. I would just like to point one thing out. This is a factual thing. We are celebrating our 170th anniversary. I am not personally 170 years old, so I just wanted to make that clear. We're here for a couple reasons. The first and foremost thing is that we wanted to do this to welcome 27 professionals from the suburbs into the downtown. And I was talking to Kevin Schreiber when he was still, before he took his new role as state representative, when he was still in the economic development role in the city of York. And I was just telling him we were doing this. No one was giving us a tax break. No one was doing anything special. The things you associate economic development with, that wasn't happening. We were just doing it because it makes sense. 27 people coming into the downtown because it made sense. It made good business sense. It was convenient for the employees. And it's really great for our company. And Kevin said, well, it's sort of like a Mickey Rooney movie. Why don't we put on a show and invite the mayor? And luckily, the mayor was willing to come and be with us and to actually welcome everybody. Which, by the way, for all of the new employees who have come into town from the outskirts, you're not going to get that anywhere else. Have the mayor of the community come and welcome them, huh? I just want to say two things. Let me actually, before I do that, I just want to say thank you to Jim Groff and Kim Downs, who really led the effort to organize this, and also the Fun Committee. That's right. I said Fun Committee, F-U-N, not fund. Bob Woods is here. It's not Fund Committee. This is the Fun Committee. And it's okay in certain companies, especially ours, to actually have fun. That came from the employees. That wasn't some directive from the top down. So the Fun Committee, all of them really are responsible for making this happen. So I think just a round of applause for them. Thank you for making this happen. Okay, I just want to say two things. Jim and the video already talked about what we're about. We are the oldest startup company in the world, 170 years old. We really just reinvented ourselves. And that's nothing new. The reason we've been in business for 170 years is because we haven't been afraid to reinvent ourselves. We have a proud tradition, but it's a tradition based on change, constant improvement, continual improvement, and innovation. And that's what's made us great. And bringing 27 more people into this building is going to help that innovation process. We're going to work together. We've already had examples of people who can just sort of go across the hall and say, I've been thinking about, a customer has just told me this. What are we going to do about that? How should we make ourselves better? That's the kind of company we are. We're a great company because we've had great employees. And now we're going to be an even better company because we have those great employees working together on a continual basis, and we can do that in this building, and that's why we're doing this. So I'm really proud of the company we have. I'm proud of the employees, and I'm proud that we've actually created this way of unlocking the talent that exists in each one of these employees. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm not sure there's a better place in the world to have that innovation, that interaction take place than right here in the city of York. Right? And I don't own any stock in the city of York. I'm just saying, this is a great place. It's a great place because, I mean, if you want interaction within your company, you also want to be in a place that's fertile, where interaction takes place naturally. A city is where that takes place. This particular city is where it takes place to an amazing extent. I mean, right where we are standing, we are half block from the market. We're a block from the Strand Capital Performing Arts Center. We're only 3 blocks from a professional baseball stadium, a very nice stadium, by the way. We're only a half block from City Hall. I think am I exaggerating when I say from this place, you can get to 50 restaurants within about 5 minutes walk. Okay, is there any place else, any other type of municipality where we can do this, where our employees can do this? You don't have to get into a car. You can just walk to that place. This is a great place, and it's safe. This is a wonderful place to be. By the way, what is it, 75 degrees today, few clouds in the sky. This is the way it always is in York. It's just always like that. So those are the two things. I'm proud of this company. We are a great company. We're innovative. We're old, and don't let this 170 years fool you. We're that old because we have innovated, we've changed, and what we're doing right now is part of that. We have changed in the last couple of years from a traditional two-step distribution company, as Jim and Craig have said, and we're now a proud sourcing company. We make products, 70% of our sales this year will come from products branded with the name Wolf, all of which are made in the United States, I'm proud to say, by American workers. Hey, welcome from the upper parts of the state. Anyway, and let me just, and I am selling here, our kitchen cabinets. No, hey, come on, give me a break. Our kitchen cabinets are made in the United States, in Indiana, American components by American workers, and we are competing and beating Chinese imports. Huh? It's a wonderful thing to be patriotic, and I love that, and I think people buy our products because they have the American flag on it, because they're made in America, but it's also great to know that it's the smart thing to do. That people aren't buying our products simply because they're made in America. They're buying because they're good products, because they're well made, and because they're priced exactly right. I was going to say cheap, but all the folks in the sales force, I'm not supposed to say it. Value priced. So that's the key. Okay, but we are very, very proud to be here, very happy to be in York, and really just to say we're here because it makes sense. Not because for any other reason. We're here because it makes sense. And I would invite anybody in business to think about this kind of place, City of York, to do business. It's a wonderful place. And part of the reason it's a wonderful place is because of the leadership the City of York has got. And I am really proud to introduce the next speaker, who is the mayor of the City of York. You'll notice she is walking on crutches. Yeah, and that's not just a pity play. She's not just trying to get some sympathy here. May I tell them how this happened? Ed McGee is here from Harley Davidson. He left, yeah. Oh, he's trying to hide. He's here. The mayor was taking a safety training program at Harley and broke her foot. That's right, supporting our community. Nice job, Ed. Yeah. And thank you for the invitation to me to take that same safety training. I think I'll give it a pass. I'm not going to do that. But she is a person. She grew up in York. She's from York, and she left. She's traveled all over the United States, parts of the world, and she came back. And we've worked together for years. First, she was executive director of the South George Street Community Partnership. She was community development director for the City of York for a number of years, and ultimately became mayor of York, and she's now running for re-election, and I'm pretty sure she's going to win re-election in November. But it's her hard work and her effort that has made such a difference in what you see in the City of York. It's one of the things that gives me great pleasure and great comfort in saying we are going to bring more people to the City of York. This is a great place to do business, in no small part because of what she has done in her leadership of the City of York. So please give a warm welcome to Mayor Kim Bracy.
Congratulations and thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, in downtown York, we do that a little louder. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for coming today. As you know, as we've heard, we're gathered today for some exciting news, and we're happy about it. I appreciate you all joining us here. We're here to celebrate more than just a relocation, if you will, of homegrown folks who are making York City their home, and we're happy about that. I believe it is important that as a community, in order to recognize where we're going, we must often take a step back and look at how far we've come. You've heard much of this before, but it's my job as mayor to remind you of it. Over $350 million in development in the past 10 years has occurred in the City of York. Over $150 million of that has just been in the last 3 years. New housing projects, new commercial centers, new storefronts, New retailers, boutiques, merchants, new restaurants, and new opportunities. Projects like the Sovereign Bank Stadium, Kodo 241 and 28, places where our new employees can live, by the way. George Street Commons, the Market View Art Center, Ribbons Lofts, both of our markets, Central and Farmers Markets, homes at Thaxton Park, the Northwest Triangle. These projects and a host of others have made our city a better place to reside, to work, and to enjoy. We have more people living in our city now than in recent years. We have over 50,000 visitors enter our city daily just to work, and hundreds of thousands of visitors come downtown to enjoy all of our amenities on an annual basis. The common thread in all of this is people. We are a people-centric city, and we continue to strive to improve our city's offerings and make it more accessible to everyone. It's interesting to find out how accessible we are. Yeah, to have this too. We are, though. We are. We have cleaned up and beautified our streets and paths and bike lanes, and we've added bike lanes, if you will, and we're adding events in our annual offerings, such as our Jazz in the City events. First Friday is now bigger than ever. And we brought New Year's Eve back to Continental Square, and in a couple of days, the 4th of July fireworks will be at the downtown stadium in York. Our city cannot operate without care and concern given daily towards effectively serving all people. And our city generally abides by the more is better principle of urban revitalization. More restaurants are better, more amenities, more housing, more things to do, and more people. In progressive cities, truly a rising tide does lift all boats. And today, that philosophy is evident. We are here today to announce and celebrate and welcome more people to our city. The Wolf Organization has been a long-standing, and I mean a very long-standing, corporate and community steward. Honestly, the ways this company has contributed back to your community are far too many to mention. But trust me, as you've heard, they've been in existence for 170 years and has given back the whole way. And it goes without saying, but I'll say it, the Wolf Organization is a community-committed company by which others are measured. They set the bar, set it kind of high, and are the leader of the pack. We're here today to celebrate their news of relocating employees from outside of the city to right here in downtown York in the Wolf Building. In urban revitalization, we celebrate all successes, step by step, block by block, and person by person. It is not every day that we have a company open up with 25 employees in York or bring 27 employees downtown York. So this is a good thing for York. And it means more people to work downtown, have lunch downtown, maybe enjoy dinners downtown, maybe buy a house downtown. And for employees whose first experience this is, I'm certain you will enjoy yourself and grow to love our city. So I'm here today to welcome you to downtown York. You are not just another employee at a desk. You are part of the fabric of our community that continues to be woven together. You're part of our city. Thank you to the Wolf Organization and to Tom. This demonstrates this organization's leadership and commitment to our city. And hopefully it shows other companies that giving back to our community is not always dollars and volunteers. I'll take both though. But it is simply bringing more people to our city. And I'm grateful to the enormous host of organizations that give back to our city today, such as the Wolf Organization being an exceptional standout and the leader of the pack. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Get off your feet.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
Let me introduce you. Let me introduce our next speaker. Thank you very much, Mayor Bracy. I really appreciate that. And could I just add that if any of you are thinking of building a house downtown, check out the kitchen cabinets we have in here. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Okay, the second person I want to introduce, make a special introduction, is the other person. I mean, Kim Bracy and the leadership of the City of York, I think, have made possible the kind of business development, innovative thinking that has made us successful. The other partner in this growth has been our bank. And I didn't mention this, but that's one more thing. From this point, our bank is M&T Bank is only half a block from here. And the way M&T operates, and I'm not putting a plug in for your bank here. You can put a plug in. Oh, I can? Well, thank you. We have done what we've done in large part because of the partnership we have with the bank. M&T has been really good to us and has been patient, has been supportive, and a big part of the reason we've been having the success we're having and the growth we're having, I guess we're in 28 states now and growing, is because of the support we've gotten from our bank. And that's not just an institution. It is that, it's rules and all the regulations that they abide by, but it's also the people who make up that bank. And the regional president is Joe Crosswhite, who's standing here. And Joe I think, embodies that partnership idea. He does that with the companies like us, with whom he partners, but also does it in the community. He is a long-standing and very active leader on the Board of Trustees at York College, has been involved directly or indirectly with just about every organization you could name in the city of York, and M&T has been up at the forefront in terms of companies that have done things for this community. And so I just want to make sure everybody understands that again, in a community that prides itself on support, mutual help, and assistance, M&T Bank under Joe's leadership has done exactly that for this organization. I'm very proud to introduce Joe Crosswhite.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Mayor Bracey. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a sunny day. The old adage for bankers is we hand out the umbrellas on sunny days and we ask for them back when it rains. So there are too many of you here who didn't have enough umbrellas, but nevertheless, I want to dispel that myth a little bit by referencing the Wolf Organization and Tom and his leadership team. If you look at what we've been able to accomplish here as a community and the things that Tom, Jim, and the mayor have referenced, it truly is a remarkable story. And we do it not in huge leaps, we do it in small steps. We do it with 27 new people coming to downtown New York. We do it with more restaurants opening. We do it with the renovation of the Central Market. That doesn't happen unless all of you together work as one. And the motto that they have here, let's build tomorrow together, couldn't be more apt for York, Pennsylvania, and for Central Pennsylvania. In my role as a commercial banker, I get to see the best, I get to see the worst, I get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. And let me tell you, over the past several years, as our country and specifically as our communities in Central Pennsylvania suffered through the worst recession since World War II, I got to see plenty of ugly. In fact, it went from ugly to downright scary. And some of you probably lived through that too. No industry was affected more than the housing industry, and we've all read the stories, we've all read the analysis, we know what went right, we know what went wrong. Very few of us were smart enough to see it coming. A few of us probably profited if we sold our house at the top. I, for one, bought my last house in 2006, so I'm still waiting for that break-even point and will be for some time, but that's okay. However, when you look at the organization and you look at the tenacity and you look at the character and the perseverance that every single member of the Wolf Organization has displayed since those dark days, it is nothing short of remarkable. And that starts at the top with Tom Wolf. When we think of lending money to organizations, there's the 5 C's of credit. And I won't bore you with all the details, but there's one that always stands out first and foremost, and that one is character. Because if you don't have the character, you have nothing. You can have all the collateral, you can have all the rules, you can have all the restrictions, you can have all the lawyers, God forbid. But at the end of the day, that's not going to make you whole. And we, as part of a community, take your deposits, we husband those monies, we lend them out, we hope for a modest return, and when things are great, which is usually most of the time, it's not a big deal. But if you look back in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, every year got to be a little bit worse for the housing industry and for those companies that supplied it. Everything got to be a little bit more competitive in terms of where materials were coming from. As Tom referenced now, they go head-to-head with companies based out of China. And that's not to say it's good or bad. In fact, we have companies throughout the Keystone State that sell product that makes its way to China. So we're in fact competing on both sides. However, if this is your livelihood, you've got to make sure that you can provide a product and a resource that your customers will buy at a competitive price. And so they knew that the model that they'd been operating on for the 6 previous generations no longer worked. It was broken. It had to be changed. So the easy way would be to kind of put your head in the sand, cut your costs a little bit, hope for the best, and maybe things will just kind of work their way out. Those companies no longer exist. The company that Tom Wolfe came back to lead and came back to a renaissance here that lets us today celebrate 27 new professionals in the city of York is nothing short of miraculous. He could have taken the easy way out, negotiated hard with the bank, and said, well, guys, this is the best we can do. This is going to be it. Take your lumps. And we saw that play out in a lot of cases throughout the industry, and it was not a fun situation. And frankly, it's not a productive situation or conclusion for all those participants involved. But Tom said, no, that's not the way to do it. The right way to do it is to make you whole, to obligate, to pay back our debts, and to move on and come up with a new plan and a new idea that's going to make this work. So he did the hard part. He and the team sold off the lumberyard division. He and the team looked to cut the costs to the lowest possible denominator so that those who were left could make sure that this would prosper another day. He and the team took those difficult steps, in fact, reached deep into their pockets to come up with the resources to not only make us whole, but to recapitalize the company in a manner that would allow it to propose and go forward on a foundation that today lets you see the results of that hard work. These folks scoured the country to find trusted suppliers that could help provide a product that could compete with those where those labor rates are much lower than what we see in the United States, and provide a quality product that you and others would buy, gladly show off in your home or in a commercial place of business. And we see that today with the sourcing products that Wolfe now has on their branded products. I've been out to see the plant in Indiana. Other than the fact that it's about 500 miles west, you could plant that right here in York County or in fact over in Lancaster, and you'd see exactly the same thing. So we can't take credit today for saying there's another 130 or 140 new jobs, because in fact, Ola has doubled capacity and he now has 2 plants in Northeast Indiana. But through that kind of resource that Tom and the others have led, we are creating jobs not only here, but in other parts of the United States, and that benefits all of us as a community. So all of that's a long-winded way of saying it's hard work. There's an easy way and there's a right way. There's character, and then there's everyone else. Tom Wolfe displays the right way, he displays character, and he displays a vision for us to move forward together as we build tomorrow together. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. I'd like to invite Mark Zerby to come forward, please.
Good morning. First, I'd like to thank the Wolfe Organization for inviting me here on behalf of the York County delegation, both the House and the Senate. Unfortunately, most of the members here have prior commitments as it is budget season. So if you give me just a moment of your time, I'd like to begin with a letter from our state senator who, as many we've talked about, his office is 3 blocks from here, which is great to have here in the city as well. It starts, "Dear friends, please accept my heartfelt congratulations on the 170th anniversary of your organization. You're doing a tremendous job contributing toward the welfare of the community at large by providing building products and supporting charitable efforts and being a good steward of this community. I'm pleased to present a citation from the Senate of Pennsylvania acknowledging this achievement and to congratulate you for all the work that you do. Best wishes for continued success in all your endeavors. Sincerely, Senator Mike Wall, 28th District, York County." Thank you. I'd also like to present a citation from the House delegation that reads, "Whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania takes great pleasure in recognizing those businesses which contribute to the benefit of their communities and ultimately to all of the citizens of this Commonwealth. And whereas the Wolfe Organization, being honored upon the celebration of its 170th anniversary during an event being held today on June the 20th, 2013, and whereas the Wolfe Organization Incorporated, established in 1843 when its founder, Adam Wolfe, opened a single store selling dry goods and lumber on the banks of the Susquehanna River. The company is the corporate parent of Wolfe, which is lauded as the largest distributor of kitchen and bath cabinetry in the United States and a leading supplier of building materials. Comprised of 225 employees, the Wolf Organization has more than $200 million in annual sales and is under the expert leadership of Chief Executive Officer and Chairman Tom Wolf, the sixth generation of the company's founding family to guide the organization. Since its inception, the Wolf Organization has maintained a tradition of excellence, remaining responsive to the needs of the community it serves. Its steady progress is a tribute to key leaders and dedicated employees who have carried it to its present heights and built a foundation for a bright future. Now, therefore, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania congratulates the Wolf Organization upon its well-deserved recognition, offers best wishes for continued growth and success in the years to come, and directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by Representatives Stan Saylor, Keith Gillespie, Seth Grove, Ron Miller, Mike Reagan, Kevin Schreiber, and Will Tallman, be transmitted to the Wolf Organization on this glorious day today. Thank you.
And we also have Bob Riley with us this morning. Bob?
Good morning. Sorry, Congressman Scott Perry couldn't be here today. As Mark said, with the state representatives, Congress is in session, so he's down in Washington right now. I will be brief. Others said it more eloquently and have said it before, but just 3 quick points I would like to make. I think the motto that we have today, let's build tomorrow together, is extremely apropos for what we're doing here today. The first thank you I would like to give is to the Wolf employees. Companies don't last 170 years out of thin air. They last because of leadership, but they also last because we've heard a lot about innovation today, and innovation is a part of it, but also some bedrock principles. And one of the bedrock principles of employees of Wolf has always been superior customer service. And they have a very well-deserved reputation in this community and in this region for that customer service, and they truly are the bedrock as to why this company has prospered so well, along with fantastic leadership. Second, as been mentioned, I want to welcome the 27 employees to downtown York. This not only benefits Wolf, this benefits all of us. These employees are going to benefit local businesses, they will help the city, they will help the county, and we all prosper when we have a prosperous and strong city. So I want to appreciate that. And finally, it has been said, but it needs to be said again about the leadership of this organization. We all know and have heard about some of the great philanthropic things that this company has done. There's a lot of other things that have happened below the radar that people don't know about. If we truly want to build tomorrow together, we have to work together, and when we work together, we can do incredible things. The Wolf Organization and Tom Wolf have been leaders in that effort, and in more ways than you can possibly count. So we thank your employees in this organization, and we know they will be leaders in this community, not just in the past, but in the future. So thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and I do have a letter and citation from the U.S. House of Representatives. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to Mark and Bob for doing that. That was very nice of you and nice comments, and appreciate all of you being here. Jim is about to announce some things and make a few more comments, and we're about to have a ceremony here that really scares the crap out of me. So I'm going to turn this over to Jim, but again, Mark and Bob, thank you very much. Jim.
Just a couple of other things. I'd like to thank the commissioners. Yesterday was my privilege to receive a similar proclamation from the York County Commissioners, and it was quite an honor. It's always an honor to stand and represent this company wherever we go. We are going to have a ribbon cutting, and like Tom, I'm going to run. But I'd like to say before I do that, one final thank you for coming, and please give us just a little bit of time. When we're finished here, we're going to set up lunch. You're all invited to stay if you would, please. If you have someplace to go that you need to be, that's fine as well, but you're all certainly welcome to stay. I'm going to turn it over to these gentlemen, who I'm sure know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Jim didn't know me, so he wanted me to do it.
Good job. Proving once again, things are best left to those that know what they're doing, right? One final thank you for coming, and please stick around for a few minutes. We'll have lunch set up. It's been a great day. Thank you.